Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is the Brandalorian, and today we are taking a look at some Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figures. We're going to do a review on a couple of these guys. We've got Darth Revan from the Knights of the Old Republic, which people have been asking for a reissue or an updated version of this figure for a long time. Classic character from a classic video game. Got some pretty cool image of him from the game there. We also have the Book of Boba Fett as a Tusken. Probably the best episode from that, or the second best episode from that entire series. Got Tamora Morrison in there in his Tusken outfit. And then we have Morgan Elsbeth from the Ahsoka show. We've got a lot of vintage collection Ahsoka figures coming out, so we're adding another one to the collection today. So without further ado, let's crack them open. Okay, so first up we have Darth Revan out of the packaging. And I must say, he came out pretty damn cool. He's got a cloth good cape and tunic here. Some tattered cloth goods cape, I should say. This guy has seen some many battles against Jedi and Sith alike. Take a close look at that head sculpt there. Came out pretty good. Very accurate to the video game. Got all the new standard vintage collection articulation. You can do his Van Damme split. Some nice shin guards there. And he comes equipped with two lightsabers, a red and a blue, for the old Sith Lord. We got the red one there. And now I can put the blue one in. Dual lightsaber wielding Sith Lord. I believe this hood comes off too from the looks of it. Let's take a look. Yep, that pops off there so we can get a better look at that visor. Yeah, I think he came out great. The sculpting came out great. The details, great articulation. His lightsabers look good. Yeah. That is Darth Revan. All right, so now we have Tusken Boba Fett out of the packaging. And we have gotten a lot of Tamora Morrison characters in Vintage Collection and the Black Series, whether it's Clone Troopers, Jango Fett, Boba Fett. I mean, this guy is everywhere. It's got to be a pretty cool feeling. You play a character once, and because they cloned him, you get to be 1,000 other characters. And they've really always nailed the likeness of Tamora Morrison here. We've got the more beat-up version here because he was not in his Bacta tank yet, with the scarring and the being digested in the Sarlacc pit. You know, it's going to do that to anybody. You are going to start to look a little rough, but I think they nailed the Tusken look. It's very accurate to what we saw in the show. He's got his pants here, kind of got like the arsenal along the waist. He's got a band along the torso there. And he's got the cloth goods capes, obviously. Some nice forearm guards. So yeah, I'm really liking the way this came out. I, for one, really enjoyed the episode, the arc of Boba Fett kind of being taken in by the Tuskens. What I didn't like was them forgetting that storyline in the very next episode. So let's move on to the accessories. We've got the Tusken rifle here. That looks great. Nice and long. We've got the Tusken Gaffy stick, which came out really cool, especially because they've got a little band that attaches to both ends, so he can, in theory, drape it across his torso like that. That looks great. And then last but not least, he comes with a very small side blaster. So all in all, I think they another great addition to the line and a great Boba Fett. Last but not least, we have Morgan Elsbeth, one of the main antagonists of the Ahsoka series. Mixed feelings about this figure. As a figure, she looks excellent. The face sculpt and the hair sculpt is really, really well done, especially for it being a 3 3/4 inch figure. Yeah, the fact that they've able to get that close of a likeness to the actress and that level of detail on the hair. I mean, this is a small figure. It's a cloth good cape. Really nice sculpture on her torso there. Some bands around the hands, and even that has some sculpture detail. The issue with this figure is she literally comes with no accessories, which in my opinion is kind of unacceptable from Hasbro's part. Like, you gotta give me something. I can understand if this was like a really large figure, but she's not the biggest figure, and there's not as much paint on her, so the budget didn't go to paint. Budget didn't go to size. I think they could have given us the Beskar spear. That would have been telling, or literally anything else, a blaster, something. Something with her being a Night Sister would have been great. Yeah, I think they definitely missed the mark on the accessory department. But we can always give her a different accessory. So that's not a total waste, but I just think it's kind of a missed opportunity. Other than that, I think she came out really well. All right, now that wraps up today's episode of the Vintage Collection with 3 new additions. Overall, really, really happy with all. Whoops, and there goes Boba Fett. He's down. Boba Fett's down. Really liked all 3 of these. Definitely could have done with a couple more accessories, or a accessory would have been fine for Morgan Elsbeth. But other than that, I think we've got a couple of grand additions to the Vintage Collection. And with that being said, we will see you on the next episode. And may the Force be with you, as old Alec Guinness would say.